Hi, welcome to this week's video on about transforming your life. You have the power to transform your life. You have the power to change your mindset. You have the power to feel whatever you want to feel on the inside of you. Now, life at the moment is throwing us some pretty big curveballs. I don't think any of us have come out of the last 2 years unscathed, but we can't control the outside situation. We can't control what the political field is doing, what the rules are happening, what's going on. I mean, we can stand up and use our voices, but we cannot control them. And what I found was, for me, I had to do more inner work to be able to cope through this time. For many years I have worked at standing up, using my voice, sticking up for people that have been going through abuse, sticking up for myself that has gone through abuse in the past. And I'm really lucky that I went through that, because I built up resilience to that. And I know a lot of people in the world right now hasn't got that resilience, and they're having to learn it pretty fast to be able to stand up for themselves and use their voice and say no to things that they don't want to do. And whether you have had this or whether you haven't had this applies to everybody, because whether you have complied with the rules right now or not, more rules will be coming, and there will be something that comes with all the control situations that will sit against your beliefs and your values. And it might be what's happened to the children now, it might be the next thing, but there will be something where you are saying enough is enough. I am not doing that. This is where I draw the line. And in the meantime, it's really good to do some inner work. So what I found is, because I haven't complied, I can't run my business how I used to run my business. I'm not allowed to see unjabbed clients. If I do, I get fined. My clients were coming to my home. It's been a really, really tough time financially, and I have been to a point where I could lose my home. And that obviously causes mental anguish, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. But I know enough not to stay in that. Like, we are human beings, we all feel these emotions. They're not bad emotions, they're just telling us that something isn't working right now for us and we need to change it. So what I have done is pivoted, and I know a lot of other people right now have done this as well. A lot of people have lost their jobs for standing up for their beliefs. People have lost their homes, and they are recreating themselves. And the beautiful thing for me is I love painting. I'm always surrounded with painting. And I haven't, when I've been working, I haven't had the time to do what I love. I mean, I love my job, and I love seeing my clients, and I love running the business. But sometimes I put too much priority on that and not enough on doing the things that I love. And painting is, when I lost my hair 2 years ago, painting is the thing that calmed my immune system down, and my hair's grown back. I had alopecia, and it was stress and anxiety induced. And painting was my therapy. So for years I've painted. And the weird thing is, these two paintings behind me now, my office is getting bigger and bigger, are two commissioned paintings that I've had this week. And so it's been pretty amazing that when I get into the energy of peace and calm and happiness and doing what I love, the universe has given me money doing what I love. And I guess this is my message to you today. Whatever is going on in the world around you, there is something that you can do inside of you to make you feel better. No one can change that inside of you. Whatever happens, there's a lot of people here in Australia being taken to camps at the moment. Taken out of their homes, taken out of their communities, and put in camps. And the thing is that that's a hideous thing that's happening to them. and yet somebody can't touch how that person is feeling on the inside. We have the power over that. And so the things that we can do are, reminisce over things that have made us happy. If we are not confined, then we can do painting, or for me personally, I go out in my garden and I grow vegetables. That gives me so much joy. And then picking the vegetables and feeding people those vegetables also gives me joy. So I'm finding my joy out of the simple things. And I'm getting more energy because I'm a very big empath, and that makes me a really, really great therapist, because I can quite often feel what's going on with my client before they get to my door. But you can imagine, if you've got that gift and you have that energy, imagine going out into the community right now with all of that fear and all of that anxiety and being able to feel that. And so actually being at home, away from that, I'm actually getting more energy. And I'm very introverted too, so also that really helps me, because introverts get their energy from themselves rather than other people. So this whole situation around me is actually building me up. It's actually giving me more energy. It's actually helping me be more creative. It's helping me just feel happy. I feel much more happier now because I'm doing what I love. I'm not thinking about the money situation. I'm not thinking about what's going to happen with the business. Everything is too uncertain, and I cannot control that. What I can control is what's going on with me. And it's pretty amazing that I got these commission pieces, because I haven't even yet started. I will actually start saying to people, hey, do you want me to paint you a painting? Because I'm going to be painting more and showing my paintings. But what I love about this and the universe is it will provide for you when you do the inner work. So I just have a few questions for you. So if you're in a space where you're feeling that fear and feeling anxiety for the future and don't quite know how to do this yet, I'd like to just ask you a few questions, and you might be able to just jot these down or pause the video later on the replay and just sit and feel about these. You might get an answer straight away, or it might take you a few minutes. So really think about something that you can do that makes you happy. Something very simple that you can do that makes you happy. So it could be something like reading a book, sitting on the balcony, being out in nature, gardening, painting, being with like-minded, supportive friends, going to the beach. All of these things that I've just said are free. We can all do these. These are, getting out in nature is the best thing we can do for our energy, for calming us down on the inside. So what makes you happy? What makes you feel full on the inside? What do you love doing? If you weren't working, if your business got taken away, if your job got taken away, what would you do? If you didn't have to worry about money, what would be that thing that you would do more of? Does that make you smile? If you could think about doing that thing every day, what would be that thing that you would get out of bed for? What makes time stop for you? What makes you just get so lost in this thing that you're doing that makes you so happy, that you feel like you're in a meditative state? What is that thing for you? And hopefully some things are starting to bubble up for you now. It could be absolutely anything. I've actually started making flowers out of tin cans with some tin snips and some paint as well, and I'm loving that. So I'm getting all of my creative juices going out of doing things out of a waste material. There's so many things that we can do to make us feel better on the inside, and I think right now for many people, like for some people now is about making money, if that's, you know, their core value, or it's a drive that they've got, or they can see a way to do that. But for so many of us, this is not the time. This is the time to build our vibration. This is our time to really think about what we do want, what makes us happy, where do we want to be in the future. Because when we find that, no matter what happens around us, if everything crumbles around us, we have that thing that we know will make us happy. We have that one thing that we can do that will make us happy. So I'd love to know in the comments, what's that thing for you? What is that thing that really will make you get out of bed, will stop time, you would love to do? Is it something creative? Is it just simply reading? Like, what is that thing for you where you're like, wow, I have always wanted time to do that and I've never made that time? Because maybe now is the time. Maybe now is the time to stop all of the craziness, all of the running around, and do the things that you love. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I've really loved this, and yeah, if you actually love my paintings, and I might as well plug it while I'm here. If you love my paintings, they're a bit vibrant and bright, and if that's your taste, then please get in touch with me, and I will be doing more and more of these. So thank you for being here, and I would love to know what's the thing that you love. Please put that in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.